Okay, it's day 40 and we're getting ready to leave here at Zubiri and head to Pamplona. Did try to plan a layover day or a stop day in Pamplona because I'm a little bit tired. I've only taken one day off since I started in the Puy, and it's catching up to me a little bit. Had a little bit of a sinus issue here the last couple of days, but taking an antibiotic for 4 days, so hopefully that's getting a little bit better. But yeah, looking forward to a nice day today. The sun's not out. It'll be cloudy, chance of rain later, according to my weather app, and but we're off. Looking forward to a good day.
I left Zubiri quietly this morning, following the Río Arga as it curved through the valley. After the long descent yesterday, my legs felt steady again. The Camino softened here, river on my left, woodland ahead, small villages waiting in the distance. It felt less dramatic than the Pyrenees. Larrasoaña has welcomed pilgrims for centuries. In the Middle Ages, it grew as a hospital town along the Camino, offering rest to travelers making their way west. Today, it's quiet and simple, but you can still feel that rhythm: coffee, bread, a brief pause before continuing toward Pamplona. After 39 days on the Camino, I'm feeling a little sluggish, but passing this tiny pilgrim reminded me the Camino isn't about speed, it's about direction, and we're both headed west. I crossed the river into Zuriain and decided it was time for second breakfast. After 39 days, I've learned an important Camino rule. When you see a bar on the left, you stop.
They're stocking fish into the river down there. It's like big ones too. Watch me. There you go.
This is the chapel above Zabaldika, a quiet hermitage overlooking the valley. It isn't grand or famous. No long lines, no crowds. Just tone, silence, and a view back over the Camino. Sometimes the smaller stops feel more personal. You don't stumble into them. You choose them.
Die church.
Do you know what it feels like when the trail turns into a creek?
Here we go.
As I crossed the river one more time at Trinidad de Arre, I stopped at the small chapel just to the right of the bridge. For centuries, pilgrims paused here before entering Pamplona. The Trinitarian order once ran a hospital on this very spot, caring for travelers who had crossed the Pyrenees exhausted and worn.
This is like a ghost town here. This is the first town before you get to Pamplona. I don't know. It's a little strange.
I've learned something important on this journey. When the Camino offers you a seat and a pincho, you take it. Especially when you're feeling a little sluggish. As I walked into the old town of Pamplona, I was met by massive stone walls and a drawbridge. These fortifications date back to the 16th century, when Pamplona was a strategic border city between Spain and France. Built to withstand cannon fire, the angled bastions and thick ramparts were part of one of the most advanced defensive systems of their time. I arrived in Pamplona and checked into Albergue de Pamplona Iriñaco. After 20 kilometers along the Río Arga, a bunk and a short rest felt earned. One of the quiet disciplines of the Camino: arrive, shower, breathe, reset, and second lunch. After 40 days of walking quiet trails and country roads, the sound of a Basque band in the plaza felt alive. The Camino brings you through silence, and then drops you into celebration. Day 40 ends in Pamplona, fortified walls, Basque music, pinchos, and churros. Tomorrow is an earned rest day.